should have thought of that like fucking months ago if you were thinking it wasn't going to be good with an infant. Right? I mean, if you were pregnant and didn't think your current dog was going to do good with a baby, presumably you should have tried to get rid of it months ago and not the day after you have your fucking kid.
People have trouble separating themselves from the animals. That's kind of how it goes.
Because now that dog's probably going to be locked up in a fucking cage because you're afraid for it to be around a baby.
The burger.
If I want to watch Walking Dead or a movie.
And the undying strength of their convictions, the Dranei led the charge against the demonic burning legion in Outland. Now, with the Legion's
probably a couple hours.
They have completed the secret mission that first brought them to Azeroth. Though some Dranei were sent back to Outland to revitalize their former civilization, the majority have vowed to remain and uphold their sacred
Is that one of the new races or something?
No.
Driven by a powerful vision, the immortal prophet Velen believes that a great war between the darkness and the light is fast approaching, and that Azeroth will be its principal battleground. As one of Velen's chosen, you must stand bravely before the shadow and ensure that your people are ready for the war to come.
Each day is a blessing.
Ah, never mind my injury, sister. It's a miracle that any of us are alive. It didn't look like you pulled through. You've been in suspension for weeks. Something happened and the X-Star crashed. Many have died. But I'm relieved that you're alive. With you leading our efforts, I'm sure we'll get to safety soon. Proentius asked me to send you to him when you awoke. He's waiting for you at the bottom of the hill. Just follow the path southwest.
Be well.
There it is. Vroom vroom.
Warm wishes.
By my eternal soul, it is good to see you. I don't know why the Xidar crashed. Only those of us that were in this part of the ship remain. There's not much time if we're to save everyone that we can.
Blessings upon you.
Our immediate concern is the depleted state of our healing crystals. We must replenish them quickly. Unfortunately, the only way to do this at this point is to extract the blood from the local Vale moths. The blood will make a suitable substitute. The moths can be found in many places around the Vale. They are mostly concentrated in the northwest. I'm coming for that ass. Fuck these moths. Got your blood. What up, blood? Wop. Any mana usage here? I think so. Do, 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 do. Blood on you. Got all blood.
light and grace.
Have you harvested the necessary moth blood for the healing crystals yet? With the survivors scattered all over the Vale, time is of the essence. Regrettably, those creatures had to die so that we might live. Indiscriminate killing is not the Dranei way. However, the blood you gathered will replenish our healing crystals, so their deaths will not be in vain. Now that you've gathered all that we need to replenish our healing crystals, I need you to deliver the vials to Zaldun, our priest. You'll find him tending to our wounded inside the central chamber of the ship.
Good health, long life.
Zaldun.
May the light embrace you.
Hello, what have you there? Is that for me? Good work. This will do nicely to replenish our depleted healing crystals. But now that you're here, I think I have another use for you if you're willing. The healing crystals are replenished, but that is not the only way we can help the injured. All Dranei can have the gift of an ability to heal. You must use this ability to heal one of the crash survivors. You'll find most of the survivors in the areas of the west and the northwest, but the crash scattered us all over the Vale. Survivors have suffered from exposure to the irradiated power crystals, so that you should be able to find them by the red glow that surrounds them. You must save them.
Die on this,
Save them.
blessings upon you.
Botanist Terex is in the need of your assistance. You'll find her with her apprentices to the west, outside.
There the road.
Good fortune.
Oh, thank goodness you've come. We have much to do. The irradiated power cores from the Exodore have been wreaking havoc on the environment here. The most obvious effect has been the appearance of the strange creatures that seem to have sprung up near them. There may be something we can do to help them, but now their sheer numbers are becoming too much for us to handle. I'd like you to go out and cull their numbers somewhat. Perhaps I'll have another idea after giving it some thought.
Seek the path of the light.
Seek the path of the light. Alright, so, authorization. Get messed up by my hammer. Really not a lot. Really a tank skill. 20% tank health. Oh, wait, does it do target's health? Warriors, paladins. Dranei, yeah, Dranei can be done now. Oh, they need me more fucking self-healing. It's probably not so great for like a priest, because clothies tend not to have much health, so. Gesundheit. Hey, baby.
May the light
You finished? That's good news. Hopefully we can find a way to avoid the killing of these mutated beasts in the future. I believe I have formed a plan that might give us an alternative solution to this problem, but I need your help. The nearby lake has been contaminated by one of the ship's power crystals. Many of the plants and animals of Amon Vale have been mutated because of this. I have a theory on how to heal the lake, but I must have samples from the mutated lashers for analysis. They can be found in the west of Amon Vale. Will you help?
to those less fortunate. May the light.
The almond fields to the west are the primary breeding grounds of the local lasher population. With the corruption of the water table from the nearby lake, botanist Terex is worried about the lashers will not be able to repopulate themselves once we've cleansed the lake. Go to the almond fields and pick some of the corrupted flowers for me, so that I might take a look at them and see what can be done. You should be able to identify them by their uncharacteristically red petals.
Arcanon.
The light be praised, you've done what only a true heroine could have done. The Dranei you saved owe their continued lives to your selflessness. Please take the supply pouch. You look like you could use it more than I.
Kind to those less fortunate.
And level. Got judgment. Now I'm judgy. Usual. This bad. Something over here that quest do.
Open your heart.
We managed to recover a damaged holographic emitter from the crash. If we repair it, we'll have a chance to find other survivors outside of Amon Vale. There were devices from the ship that could be salvaged for spare parts in the area, but the local owlkin carried them off before we could get them. You must go south to the Nestlewood Thicket and Hills to find the spare parts.
Remain vigilant.
The Legion will fall.
Zana needs our help to salvage parts from the exit bar. Terex prepared an inoculum that can be given to the Nestlewood owlkin that live in the area of a lot of the salvage. Just get close to the unaffected ones and use the crystal on them. Unfortunately, you'll have to kill the others. You'll find the owlkin at Nestlewood Thicket and Nestlewood Hills to the southeast.
May your days be long.
I have to kill the owlkin? Hey, look, flowers. Flowers. One, two, judgment. Oh, I never take this one once. I'm a big girl. Oh. Come on, grab the flower. So, you angry at me? You angry at me? You angry at me? Three's probably the most destructive ones. I'm actually taking some damage here. Alright. So get this one angry at me with my hammer. Hammer. And that one. And then try this one. Just me and you now, buddy. Keep friends.
Blessings upon
Do you have those flowers yet? These look like fine specimens. Thank you for performing the field work. Once I can find the time to analyze these, I should be able to tell what it will take to restore the fields. I'll need all the samples in good condition, or if you'll have a chance of cleansing the lake. We don't have much time. These will do, thank you. While you were out, I managed to gather some equipment together to make an analysis of the samples. This should only take a moment. Thank goodness, I think it'll work. I have an agent for you to spread at the Silverline Lake to the south. It will neutralize the effects of the irradiated ship's power crystal that fell there. Swim out and scatter the neutralizing agent there. Don't worry, you won't be exposed long enough to become irradiated.
Do not lose faith.
Irradiated. As the neutralizing agent mixes into the water of the lake, the water that was irradiated by the crystal becomes clear. Clear. So she'll not back up now I'm on the ground. That's always nice. Not irradiated. Goodness. It's a good thing the mutated ones aren't fucking hostile anymore. That'd be a lot of murder. Somebody else here. I got all the emitter parts I need. A couple here. The Owlkin is agitated by the manipulation. I'll say I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna try though. Everybody comes in and inoculates with no one killed. That running issue of nothing dying. So when they respawn and they're mutated. Let's kill some of the mutated ones. The Owlkin looks confused. The Owlkin nods appreciatively. The Owlkin looks confused. Seriously, you diffuse? I didn't do that one. The Owlkin looks confused. The Owlkin didn't like what just happened.
Angry.
I don't know, I did that. I'm running a pallet on food. We have healing spells. Too much time on the warrior. Oh, that's like a pot.
Greetings,
Well, you described the neutralizing agent work. I just wish that I knew how long it will last. We really need to remove that power crystal from the lake entirely. Thank you. I will tell Tidon to try the neutralizing agent on one of the captured beasts at once. With your help, we were able to find a solution to our problem faster than I would have hoped. Tedden, go ahead and try the neutralizing agent on the mutated creature. Looks like it's time to let you out of this cage. Now to put the neutralizing agent on it. Here's a bunny. I don't have any other work for you to do. My apprentices and I can handle the rest. You should go speak with Vindicator Aldar on the other side of the ship.
Azuremyst Isle.
Oh, it doesn't even give me a thing yet on chapters. When we have those spare parts, I know what we'll get this emitter repaired. With any luck, we'll have somebody else out there to talk to. Let me take a look at those. Yes, I think these will do nicely. Good job. The emitter is rather complex, so it may take some time to finish the repairs. I'll let you know when it's ready. In the meantime, you might see if Vindicar Aldar has anything he could use you for.
Seek the path.
New paths.
The Legion's end draws near.
By the 7 Atmal crystals, others have survived the crash. Zahana, is that you? It is so good to see you again. I've heard good things about you and the work you've been doing. And who do we have here? No doubt the aid this communication possible. I gave you greetings from Azurewatch. I've heard good things about you and the work you've been doing in the short time since you came here. And I definitely need your help getting things back to normal. Zahana over there could use your help, I'm sure. Judging by your signal, we put you just southwest of the larger part of the island we crashed onto. Crossed the Crystal Brook River to... Sorry about static. The more we can clear up Nestlewood, the faster Zahana can get back to work. With many of the Owlkin now inoculated, we can focus on getting out of here and we'll have to worry about the wiping out the Owlkin population in the area. Here, choose humans. We've done good work and deserve to be rewarded. Which one sounds better? We now have several separate confirmations of unusual activity on the Shadow Ridge. This is disturbing. We thought that the scouting missions already undertaken had been thorough. One of my scouts hasn't reported back yet. I need you to head southwest to the other side of Silverline Lake and find Tolan and see what has delayed him.
Remain vigilant.
Tolan. Healing pots. Lion string pots. 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 Tolan.
Arcanon
Help. Blood elves. They ambushed me. Don't have long. You must eliminate the blood elf threat. Find out what they're up to. They're on the ridge behind me.
Do not lose faith.
New life. Dead scout. Nobody else played in here recently. A rather massive pile of corpses. Here he is now.
State your business.
Baladash, Malanore.
I can't interrupt yet. Pity you survived the crash just to die here. That's messed up, bro.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Fairy fire? Flash of light. Oh, there's two of you.
Anubenore Delana.
You and your friend here. None of you will leave this valley alive.
The Naru have not
These blood
forgotten
elves mean to
us.
kill us all. How are we to divert them from this course? I have a plan. We must kill their leader. Without their master, perhaps they will retreat to regroup. We just need to buy time until the repairs are completed. When Vindikar Aldar must know of this. Kill the surveyor, then return and tell him what you found.
Blessings upon your family.
These plans seem important. You should take them to Vindikar Aldar at the crash site. Hey, lady. Get judged. You will not take me alive, scum. Good thing I'm not here to take you alive. Brady sure I'm here to murder you. That means everyone. You're dead. Bad news, everyone. I done killed the Blood Elf leader. Doo-doo.
Rona Kai Christo.
I thank you for dealing with the Blood Elf Surveyor. Surely she has the leader. Rest assured, we will deal with whatever remnant of them is still nearby. Please take one of these weapons as a sign of my gratitude. You What have you got there? Let me read these plans. The Blood Elves have followed us here. They are evil to the core and should be wiped from existence. The Vindicar takes a moment to regain his composure. I apologize that was uncalled for. We are indebted to you for uncovering this information. While you were out investigating the Shadow Ridge, Zahana here has been going about the holographic emitter. You might want to speak with her.
One wishes.
I got it. I think I managed to fix the emitter. Here, I'll just activate this last crystal and that should do it. Take a look at the emitter. It seems to be beginning to work. Someone is appearing. By the 7 Atomol crystals, have you survived the trash? Zana, is that you? It is good to see you again. And who do we have here? No doubt the made this communication possible. I give you greetings from Zero Watch. Judging by your signal, we put you southeast of the larger part of the island we crashed onto. Cross the Crystal Brook River. Sorry, there's a lot of stat. This is great news. Your efforts have indeed saved us. By all that is good, you must go at once to the Azure Watch and speak with Daivun. There is a path that leads west off this tiny island. Follow it and cross the Crystal Brook River to arrive on the larger part of the island. Continue to follow the path and you should find Azure Watch. See if you can convince them to send us some aid and supplies. The rest of us will follow when we can. Thank you. We wouldn't have made it without you. And now we drive. It's a long way out the Vale. Hey, dude. A couple mutated beasts jumped me and my leg is injured. I was sent on a scouting mission from Zero Watch after I received word from Zahana. Please, could you go speak with caregiver Shalane in my stead? She needs to know how many people to expect in a Zero Watch. Just cross the Crystal Brook River here and continue following the road until you reach Zero Watch. Be sure to ask her for a place for yourself to stay. Blah, blah, blah.
The Naru have not forgotten.
Red snapper. I found that these waters are bustling with red snapper, a very tasty fish. With a fishing net, I can catch enough to feed dozens of Dranei. Unfortunately, I was recently attacked by a creature known as a murloc while netting in the river, and I've suffered some injuries that prevent me from doing my job. I need help. Use the fishing net near schools of red snapper found on the Crystal Brook River to the east to catch the fish. What do you say? Remember to return the net when you're finished. It feels fine. Red snapper. Red snapper. Angry murloc. He did. Swim a dim dim dim. Swim a dim dim. Red snapper. Swim a dim dim. Snapper. enough red snapper for everyone. Red snapper. Angry Murloc. Red snapper. Red snapper. Up the ground, damn it. Just one day. Red snapper. Red snapper. Red snapper. Yo.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, watch out for Murlocs, strange and extremely annoying little creatures. I hope the Murlocs didn't cause too much trouble. I owe you a great debt of gratitude for all that you've done. Perhaps I could teach you how to fish. I'll even supply a pole and a ball. You did a wonderful job. Our people will thank you for this bounty. With that said, would you mind taking this haul of red snapper to Acteon at Azure Watch? He shouldn't be hard to find as he is awaiting his catch. I'd like to browse your wares. So as to sell all this crap. And then we drive on. "43 quests on Azure Island. And again, no chapters. Maybe it's because it's a Burning Crusade zone. Maybe it's because it's a starting zone. Think about that. Were there chapters on Total Zone? I guess not. But I can see them in other places. Yep. There are no chapters in starting zones. Only levels. So,
Open your heart to the
well, what do you think of my armor? Crafted it myself. It's a little different than what we traditionally wear, but extremely comfortable. Poor Dictina. That Murloc gave her quite a scare. Acteon size. Hopefully she will recover from the injuries soon. So I presume you're looking for work? Well, there's plenty of that to be found on Azure Watch.
remember the lessons of the past.
You're starting to make a name for yourself. How about trying your hand at hunting? Back on Dranei, our greatest hunters would hunt a beast that resembled the moon-grazed stag of this region, known as a Talbok. If you think yourself Dranei enough, go out into the wilds and kill enough stags to fill your pack with meat. You will find them grazing south of Azure Watch. Watch out for them.
Safe journey.
Chase the bull, you get the horn.
One wishes to you.
I have found the lashers milling about on the island and hold restorative medicinal properties in their vines. Through proper treatment, the vines can be broken down into a powerful healing ointment. Unfortunately, with so many injured Dranei passing through Azure Watch, they are always in short supply. Our delicate guest was found injured and unconscious by the Crystal Brook River only yesterday. If you bring me vines, we may be able to save her. You will find root trappers both south and east of Azure Watch.
The Naru have
Ah, good to see you again. I'm glad that we were both able to get our emitters fixed. Or we might never have found one another. And don't worry, we'll see if the Almond Vale gets help and supplies. Speaking of assistance, now that you're here, go around and introduce yourself to the others. I know that there's plenty to do.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
May you find what you seek.
Oh, you must be one of the survivors we've been hearing about. I'm glad that you came. Don't worry, we will send someone to see to Island's injured leg. I'm most interested in hearing all about your harrowing story of survival. You're a brave one to have made it all the way here. Welcome to Osier Watch. Please excuse the disorder you see around you. It's easy to take simple things for granted, like a fully furnished and stocked inn, until we're forced to build one from nothing. We've managed to salvage this pod for a building, but without the proper furnishings and first aid supplies, the inn is little more than a glorified tent. Nirguni at the Exeter has offered to put together a package to help with our most immediate needs, but I need someone to deliver this
May
list
your
to
days
him.
be long and your hardships few. Seek
Seek
the path.
Who kills some stuff? Murder, murder, murder.
May the light embrace you.
In the fevered dreams of our injured guests, she spoke of a fisherman, Cowlin, who was in some distress at Azuremyst Isle to the southwest, off the coast of Azuremyst. With all that has been happening, no one has had the opportunity to look into it, but I do feel a bit of worry. Perhaps there's something you can do.
The Naru have
I think I've cracked it. Orin points to the totem. All that we need to know about the Silver Pine Furbolg language is imprinted on their totems. With just a rudimentary understanding of how their symbols work, we can study the totems and learn to communicate with the Furbolgs. I've written down the basics of the symbol matrix on this parchment. Study it, and then examine the totem. It should lead you to the next language totem. Speak to Arubu when you return an educated Dranei. Arubu.
Warm wishes to you.
Good day. Are you interested in renting a hippogriff? So you need to go to the Exeter. That's going to be a bit of a trip, but don't worry, I have a way for you to get there very quickly. For a small fee, you can rent one of my hippogriffs to fly you to the Exeter. Taking the hippogriff is faster, not to mention safer. Alternative for someone carrying an important message. If you'd like to take a ride, speak to me again, and I'll make the arrangements. Alright. Now that we've collected all of the quests that Azure Watch has to offer at this moment, let's go get some buck stag tenderloins. Moon Graze stag tenderloins. Ugh. Well, damn. Apparently hammer time was a little too much for me. Hammer time. Got excited a little bit too soon. Alright, let's mount up. There's one. Two. Hammer time was too much for him. Hammer time. Do, do. Do, do. Is he seeing or is that guy just lagging out? No, this other stuff is moving. That guy must have been lagging out. There we go. Maybe. We'll see. There we go. Go south, I guess. South. Odysseus' Landing.
Greetings.
I am Admiral Odysseus of the Alliance Naval Command. Our ship was forced to port on your island due to an infestation of sorts. It's embarrassing to even talk about, but goblins somehow managed to stow away in the holds of both my ships. Last night, while most of the ship's crew was asleep below deck, they struck. Stranger still, they took our navigation gear and jumped ship. They disappeared into the thicket east of here. Will you go in search of our gear? It will make for a strong gesture.
Good day to you.
The Admiral may be right. Ye are a resourceful one. Mayhaps ye could help Cookie out. If I serve the crew chicken for dinner again, I'll be sent to the brig for sure. I know that there be crawlers all along the coastline. Lots of crawlers. Bring me crawler meat, and I'll be forever indebted to you. Help a reformed pirate.
See you around.
Three, one meat. Come on. I love zero loot items, zero loot mobs, those are great. Yeah, I'm not chasing you. keeps running away from me. All the way out to sea trying to chase a crab. There we go. Let's go talk to Kooky about his jumbo gumbo. What's his jumbo gumbo?
You need something?
Arr yar, shiving me timbers. You're sorry, lass. I gotta practice me pirate lest I forget it. Bless your heart, stranger. This will go a long way in lifting the morale of the
See you
crew.
later.
Greetings.
While some may look at our current predicament as an unfortunate turn of events, I sense that we are here for a reason. The invisible hand of fate has pushed us in this direction. The reason why will become evident in time. To the west lay the ancient Night Elf city, now in ruin and overrun with Naga. It would be remiss of me to sit idly as the Naga tainted my ancestral lands. You have shown yourself a capable person. Honor my people and cleanse the ruins of the unwelcome inhabitants.
What can I do for you?
Priestess tells me the ruins of the west are what's left of the Night Elf civilization. They got me thinking about what me pappy used to always say about Night Elf ruins. Sonny, whenever you see Night Elf ruins, Night Elf relics are sure to be close by. Now, what kind of a dwarf would I be if I didn't hire the first person I saw to go digging up Night Elf relics for me? I'll go get it.
Watch your back.
Welcome to Giesel's camp. We got adventure code Pissants. Dying like bitches. Equip. And we got a kendo stick instead of a fucking sword. Because apparently kendo sticks are more powerful. Bludgeoning damage. Drink the Kool-Aid, kids. Been so long.
Need help?
Any luck, stranger? You're a resourceful one. With our navigation gear, we can figure out just how far we veered off course. But wait, what's this? There's something rolled up in the map. Let me see. These are orders from Mogul Razdunk of the Venture Company. According to they're here to strip mine the island of the crystal wreckage, then hijack our ships once they're finished. By Bronzebeard's bushy brow. This is why they forced us to land. How could they know of our plans? I smell a traitor. I've wondered about this for some time now, but this proves it to be true. There is a traitor among us. The plans left behind by the goblins document the conspiracy. Since I don't know who it could be, I'm going to need your help in finding the traitor. None of my crew can be trusted. If this is going to work, I'm going to need a hollowed out tree and leaves. Search near the loggers north of us for the tree, and you'll find the leaves by yourself. Check the forest. Stay here with you till the scheme's gone. Been sleepwalking, wandering all nights. Somebody's a little high level, I think. 110. How many two-seaters are there now? We've got the yak, the mammoth, the motorcycle, all ground mounts. You've got the dragon, the rocket, the cat thing, all aerial mounts, and then the new druid form. I love it when a plan comes together. I must warn you, what I ask of you next will be dangerous. I don't think less of you if you decide not to help me out. According to the plans, the traitor and the leader of the goblins, Giesel, are to meet at the cove in the western island. I need you to be at that meeting. Remember the train leaves? You're going to wear them. It's perfect disguise. Go to the cove and look for the Naga flag. If the flag is there, it means a meeting is planned. Use the disguise kit when you see the flag and wait. Eventually the traitor will show up. Let the meeting finish and then return to me with the identity of the scoundrel. Relics and dead Nagas. Well, what? There's this place is the quest hub. This is the quest hub. And obviously this is the quest hub. There might be some quests in the exit are. Quest hub. Alright, let's find some relics. Look at them, all relic-y. Jeez, there's just a shit ton of them right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I elect you? You elected me. Shithead. Now you cannot make out the symbols on this tablet. Perhaps the priestess would be able to decipher the mysterious ruin. And now we just murder some knives. Kendo stick. Ooh. I see the siren. I saw the siren. It opened up my mind and Our time was too much for her. Cover the traitor. Anyway, it's a monk. I hear murder and stuff with his ways. Somebody Naga. Broom out of the water we go. The veiled sea. Trader's Cove. Look, the Naga flag. There's the tree. Engineer Spark Overgrind. Kiesel. So, what's the big idea, Spark? Why'd you call for this meeting? What's the big idea? You nearly blew my cover, idiot. I told you with a compass and the navigation map somewhere safe, not out in the open for any fool to discover. The Master has gone to great lengths to secure information about the whereabouts of the Exodar. You could have blown the entire operation, including the cover of our spy on the inside. Relax, Spark. I have it all under control. We'll strip mine the Exodar right out from under them, making both you and I very, very rich in the process. Relax. Do you know what Kael'thas does to those that fail him, Giesel? Eternal suffering and pain. Do not screw this up, fool. Our Bloodmist scouts have located our contact. The fool Valen will soon leave himself open and defenseless, long enough for us to strike. Now get out of my sight before I vaporize you. Yes, sir. It won't happen again. Still a tree. Can I hearth as a tree? I can hearth as a tree. I love it. That was still a tree when I landed. That's awesome.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
I fear that her health is steadily declining. Let us hope that the ointment will strengthen her
They were the
spirits.
road traveled by few.
Now to apply the ointment to her wounds. Appears the ointment is inefficient. Such pity.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
The girl is too far gone for mere ointments to be effective. There may be another solution. The forest of Azuremyst holds many secrets, one of these being a rare plant known as the Azure Snapdragon that some claim to be a panacea, a cure-all. You can identify the plant by its stark contrast to the other plants of Azuremyst and its need to grow at the base of the Azure pine trees. Make haste. Be wary of the root threshers of the region, as they consume Snapdragon for substance.
Warm wishes to
Stag hides are frail, which tends to make for tender, succulent flesh. Well done, well done. Here, I cooked up some tenderloins while you were gone. Maybe you'd like a recipe, too. Well done, well done. Now that you've cut your teeth with the Moongrey Stag, it's time for the graduated to a more formidable prey. Do not allow the casual disinterest of the Moongrey's bucks to fool you. When provoked, they are a fearsome foe. You'll find the bucks north of here. Good hunting.
Lessons of the past.
I have a vendor. My bags are almost full. Right around here's gotta be a vendor. There we go. Zzz.
Welcome. Browse at your leisure. Be kind to those less fortunate. May you find what you seek. May your days be long.
There we go. Clears up a little bit of space. Not a lot, but a little bit. Hammer time. Got a key. Did I have a key before? First key. Crystal you found on the night stalking Runt's body appears to be a piece of the Exodar. It may help explain the unusual appearance and demeanor of some of the animals in the region. Take the crystal back to Azure Watch. The Exarch will surely want to know about this discovery. Find some snapdragons. There's Peace Bloom. He doesn't want Peace Bloom, he wants snapdragons. There's one. Scratchy show. I don't know why I mounted. There's another one right there. Whoops. Excuse me. Lightsaber. Wow, that guy's pretty weak. Level 15 Peacekeeper. Oh, when did I get that? Hey, buddy.
Open your heart to the light.
The buck hides are rugged and strong, making for very tough flesh. Almost inedible, but we can use them for other purposes. Wonderful, you're turning into quite the hunter. How would you like to look more like me? Well, here's your chance. While you were out hunting, I fashioned these items out of some buck hides I had laying around. Take a pick.
Dionys Akar. Each day is a blessing.
Do not waste time. Watch as the plant works its
well.
magic. Watch. Do your thing, bro. Let's see it. Wake up, little creature. Wake up from your slumber. You are safe now. The injured groans and sits up. Where am I? What is this place? By the light of a loon, Eridar, cursed demons, what have you done to me? I will not come alone. We will fight you as we have in the past. And the priestess falls back into a coma. Manari, but how? We are not Eridar. She must know. If there are others like her, we must find them and explain.
Good fortune.
Found what? Where? How did such a thing end up in the stomach of a Night Stalker? Could the debris from the crash have contaminated more beasts? I'm not going to make an excuses for what you found. This is clearly our fault. We had gotten reports of crushed crystal fragments showing up in the river to the east, but chose to ignore the implications. Now we can either sit around on this island and cry about the tragedy that has befallen this land, or we can do something about it, prevent it from spreading. If you have the stomach for it, I want you to go back into the wilds and kill as many of these infected Night Stalkers as you can find.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Arcanon Horus.
We'll fly away. Dripping with tender, juicy goodness. Heard it was a secret chord. David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? It looks like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift. Hey, look, a vendor.
I hope you find something useful. Good health.
All prices here are
Greetings. You're
reasonable.
looking like you come a long way. How can I help you? So you have brought Chellen's list. Excellent. I was hoping to receive this today. Let's see what she needs. Nirguni reads over the list and begins placing various items in a box. That's most of what she requested. The pieces for the beds are simply too large to be delivered by Hippogriff, but I'll make arrangements that we have them sent by wagon. Here's the box. That should be enough for Chellen to get the inn up and running. Let her know that she can keep sending in orders as the need arises. Azure Watch urgently needs a place to care for the wounded and put up any travelers they receive. When you're ready to return to Azure Watch, seek out Stephanos near the seat of the Naru in the Exodar.
May the light embrace you.
Where are you headed? So you're headed back to Azure Watch with the package. No problem at all. Just speak to me again and we'll get you on your way with those supplies. If I remember correctly, Azure Watch's Hippogriff Master is Zaldon. If you've spoken to him before, you can take one of my hippogriffs to him. There's a good lesson to know. Hippogriffs are always trained to fly to their capital city, but he'll only take you to a remote hippogriff master after you've already been there. Since you arrived at one of Zaldan's hippogriffs, you can also use that route to return to Azure Watch with the
May
carrier
your
of
days
supplies.
be long and your hardships few. Dionys.
prices here are reasonable.
Welcome back. Is Nerguni able to gather everything on the list? Handing over the box, you tell the carrier that Nerguni is making arrangements to have the large items delivered by wagon. Splendid! Now I'll finally be able to set up some beds and a first aid station so that we can better treat the wounded and any survivors we encounter. I can't thank you enough for your help. My thanks, and that was your watch and Vindicars.
Dionisaka.
Let's go do some murdering. Aha. Do I have boots? Okay, I do have boots. So let's say those pants look weird. Hey, Night Stalker. Let's fight. A simple dagger. It's probably made of teeth. Oh, look, there's two. Every time. Bird. Bird, bird, bird. A bird's the word. Stuck on a tree. I'll have to do Night Stalkers. Night Stalkers. Oh, a lot of these plane striders, man. Last runners. Hammer time. No loot. Sadness. Alright, back to town. Which isn't far. We never really left. No more. There he is.
Arcanon Poros.
I hope it is not too late.
May your days be long, your hardships.
Shadow. Next ability is at 10. Templar's Verdict. Powerful weapon strike that deals 165 holy damage.
What can I do for you?
The trader is going to wish he never messed with the Alliance naval command. I can't believe it. It was the gnome all along. I should have known. Spark must be brought to justice. I need you to go down to the beach and find the deceitful gnome. Once you find him, get whatever information you can out of him. A high-ranking official of the Alliance has committed treasonous acts. Who knows how many others are corrupt. And use force if you have
Go
to.
with honor, friend.
The loon be with you.
Loom be praised, the restless spirits may find tranquility after all. Found something? Can't read these runes, but I know someone who can. A Naga and the... Adamant, can you please take a look at this tablet and try to decipher the ruins? Of course, anything for you, darling. Alright, let me take a look at that tablet. Archaeologist Adamant Ironheart slowly reads the tablet, mouthing the words in his native tongue. Naga Warlord, oh dear. Well, you aren't going to like what I have to tell you, young Missy. The tablet is in Naga communications. Their leader, Warlord Shrizitz, has ordered the Naga to take the rest of the island by force. And it looks like the reinforcements coming from Najata. We've got to do something about this. Thank you, Adamant. I think I know just the person for the job.
Goddess bless you.
A Naga invasion would be disastrous. I've seen what Naga can do, and I wouldn't want to see such a catastrophe befall any being. If I were to guess, the Warlord Sizitz will be hidden in a cave, probably along the coast of the west. Find Warlord Sizitz and bring an end to his reign.
Great to meet you.
Don't come back without some ancient relics. My pappy would be proud. His boy strikes it big in the first set of Night Elf ruins he comes across. With your help, of course. Yes, don't worry, I won't leave you out of the discovery. Your name is Judgy Pants, right? They'll learn all about you in Iron Forge.
See you soon.
Let's go beat up a gnome. Fuck this gnome.
Hi, how are you?
Can't you see I'm busy? It's over, Spark. The Admiral knows it was you who betrayed the Alliance. Now you're either going to cooperate with me and tell me everything you know, or we're going to engage in fisticuffs.
Alrighty then.
Spark laughs. Doesn't frighten you to know that there are those that would serve the Legion with such devotion as to remain unwavering citizens of your pointless civilization until called upon. Live in fear, die by the will of Kel'Thas. It's all the same. And now, I cut you. Die. I don't know who just capped him, but fuck him, I guess. Servants, several years' worth of planning has been lost. The Dranei and their pitiful leader have escaped the Master's grasp once again. What's more, they have stolen my vessel and crashed it upon Azeroth. While it is true that the Master's Eridar agent has failed, she was able to transmit the Exedar's location to us. Fortuitously, her identity is still a mystery to the Dranei. We may still be able to use her on our purpose. Contact our spy and prepare for a full-scale assault upon the Dranei. Kill them all and recover my vessel. You are the only link I have on Azeroth that is able to repair the damage the brutes inflicted upon the Exedar. Do not fail me, gnome. Should your lust for riches interfere with my orders, you will spend eternity in prayer. You'll pray for death to come and release you from the tortures I'll unleash should you falter. King, Sunstrider.
King's honor, friend.
Find the lying dog. Incredible. This was all part of the master plan. This information must reach the king and your own leaders. The implications are staggering. What's the downgrade? Does more damage. Same speed, more damage, higher DPS. I don't know. It's 306, it's 306, so it's either per sword or a mace. Let's look at them. I like swords. You must give the information to your people. While your brave acts have certainly slowed down their plans of Kel'Thas and his Dark Masters, the attacks will undoubtedly continue. Take the traitor's communication to your leaders. They must see this for themselves. Perhaps they will be able to better understand some of what has been written.
Be careful.
Oh. Coming soon. Oh my, oh hell yes.
The Naru have not
You have
forgotten
returned.
us.
Exarch Menelaos takes the letter from you and begins to read it. Damn them. Damn them all to the neither. They've had a spy watching everything that we've done, and for how long? I will notify Valen at once. You've done us a great service. Be on guard, as I will be contacting you once the Prophet has given me instructions as to what to do. Again, reading a Furbolg language. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, stags carved into the surface. You note a strange collection of symbols that make you mouth form the word Akida. You begin to read the totem, barely able to pronounce the awkward words and phrases. Slowly, words start to form in your head, and you think the totem is telling you to go to the nearby hill to the northeast. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, and stags carved on the surface of the totem. You note a strange collection of symbols that make you mouth form the word ku. Yes.
I'll let you finish reading first.
I already did. The last word was
Just
ku.
because I just noticed this. If we ever get a cookie sheet like that, like the stone thing, never put it in the dishwasher. You're not supposed to put those in the dishwasher.
Oh, you didn't tell me. You watched me do it.
I wasn't really paying attention to you when you were doing the dishes.
Never pay attention to me.
I'm just telling you, they break if they get put in the dishwasher sometimes. There's a high chance because of the higher heat in the water and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's what I was telling you. Cause I was
Maybe you should stop expecting me to do the dishes then.
I told you I was.
Stop letting me do the dishes. You begin to read the totem, better able to pronounce the words and phrases. Words start to form in your head. You think the totem is telling you to go across the Crystal Brook River to the east. Perhaps your destination is on the other side of the river. Still find Ancestor Ku motions for you to follow. That way he gives me Featherfall. Right, Ken Chickas Azul Azure Summit. Cruise it, fly, jump, Ilios River, find Tikti. I wish this was a spell, like, because this animation's cool to me. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, and stags carved into the surface of the totem. You notice a strange collection of symbols that make your mouth form the word Dikti. The symbols on the totem seem to be translating much faster. The patterns and imagery all seem to blend into familiar words. You're fairly certain the totem is pointing you south down the river. Something is at the bottom of the river itself.
I looked it up because the soap soaks into it and makes your stuff that you cook on it taste like soap.
Again, didn't know.
I don't know, I'm just telling you. I can teach you.
Far you mixtalk talk come gaze upon the Kitchtikas river, follow Ilog to your. Go search Istiklal Bottom River south. Swim faster than you walk right now. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, bulls, and stags carved on the surface of the totem. You notice a strange collection of symbols that make your mouth form the word Yor. You no longer see unrecognizable symbology in the totems. The totem of Yor reads to you just as easily as your native tongue. The markings identify another furbolg den due west of here. You are able to expertly decipher the language on the totem and know that the destination is Bristleman Village. Yor will guide you, but if you get lost, you know that you are able to take the ancient elven road in the forest leading west to reach your destination. Rathathelion. Come, let us leave the water together, purified. Dismount. We go now together. We will seek Vark. Follow me to Vark. Invisibility, better than stuff. Disappointing is this doesn't actually add like Furbolg to your repertoire. It'd be really cool if it did. Like, everybody could just learn Furbolg, and you'd be able to speak like between factions in Furbolg. Totally wouldn't result in like massive amounts of trolling in battlegrounds, but it'd be funny. They'd have to come up with some way for the Horde to do it, because this is an alliance only quest. As you read the totem, your mouth forms the word Vark. You understand this is to mean justice. The images on the totem depict a war between the Stillpine and the Bristlelim Furbolg tribes. The etchings show that the Bristlelim have done unconscionable things to the Furbolgs of Stillpine. I've never seen that word written. Unconscionable. Amidst the chaos, a prophecy has begun to unfold. A hero will rise, not of Furbolg blood, and save the Silverpine tribe. The Stillpine tribe. Blech. Slay Bristlelim Furbolgs at Bristlelim Village for their keys. Use the keys to free the Stillpine captives. Return to Arugu of Stillpine when you have freed them all. Hammer time. Bear witness to the savage acts of our adversaries. They steal our young, our weak. Imprisoned here, they are left to the device of the Bristlelim. Set them free, promised one. Few keys, man. Is it second? A Stubine football will not soon forget your bravery. Well, damn. That warrior's rolled up and fucked that dude. So angry. New keys. Yes. 2 pearls, 2 keys. Those remaining at Stillbind Hold will welcome you as a hero. Okay. Alright, now we just gotta find the cave that has a purple. No, this is stuck in my throat. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. Alright, let's go kill Warlord Sristis. Fucking Naga names. You would assume it's not appropriate, because there's a fucking lot of them. You can't imagine all the Naga that have existed. Or like the same Naga that existed at the time of War of the Legends. You know what I mean? Well, it's Rizits. You're supposed to be like the big bad, man. You're getting wrecked. All black. Get out of this damn cave, man. There's one in the ground there. I don't know if she'll come out and fight. She's bugged. So we haven't a lot lately. That's why I don't fight. On black, views on the river, shoved on the beach. You know, I was really never brought up a minimap. Raiders Cove. Boom, boom. Look, there's the docks. And there's a guy. What's up, guy? What could I have done to give the gods such to lash out at me in such ferocity? All that I cherished is gone, dead or destroyed. My family taken from me by the brutes of the forest. My home razed, my ship sunk. I'm a broken man stranded on a broken island. Perhaps you are here to finish the job? Make it quick. I will not resist. Take my life, stranger. I am too cowardly to do it myself. My hand shivers. The blade will not strike true. I have not come to kill you, Night Elf, and the gods did not do this. If not the gods, who? How? What could cause such grief? I fear that my people are somewhat responsible for this destruction. We are refugees, displaced from our homes by the burning legion. This tragedy is a result of our latest evacuation. Our vessel crashed. The debris is part of that vessel. Legion, demons, they hunt you. My people have also been hunted by the Legion, targeted by their dark masters for damnation. Koan wipes the tears away. It is the reason that I moved my family here oh so many years ago. We have much in common, Night Elf. I can't help but feel that perhaps it was fate that brought us together. Let me help you, Colin. Let my people help. We will right the wrongs, this I vow. My family, what have I done? What could I have done? Why must I be punished so? We have lived peacefully among the owl beasts of this island for many years. You can imagine my surprise when they stormed the beach and attacked us. I fought tooth and nail, but was easily overpowered. As I blacked out from the vicious blows that I had been dealt, I prayed that my family not suffer. When I awoke, all was quiet. The sand was soaked red with blood, their blood. They were devoured whole. I care not for vengeance, but I only ask that the remains be returned to me for proper burial. Big house you had out here by yourself, Colin. Just saying. Found your family inside this here Albert. Albert. My wife was named Tharissa, and my daughter, Magwin. Thank you. Their spirits will be at peace now. And both them. I'm perfectly fine sticking with retribution. Hearthstone! Prophecy spoke of one that would rise and deliver us from the oppressive grasp of the bristlelimb, and the spirits themselves would herald the arrival of this hero. And now you have come. I humble myself before you, great one. Promised one, you must travel north to the home of my people, Stillpine Hold. It is there that you will face the most daunting challenge. Go now. High Chief Stillpine awaits your arrival. Stillpine Defender. I like it. It looks pretty cool. So, yellow stripe. Why are there so many super high level dudes out here? I'm seeing level 110s. That's weird.
What brings you
With warlords Frizz dead, the possibility of a Naga invasion now only a distant memory. We are safe for the time being. I must admit I was wrong to think badly of you. You've shown that you are nothing like the filth that was Archimonde. Accept this as a gift from the Night Elves.
to me the stars?
Take all the Stillpine now. Yep. Stillpine Hold. How empty that character sheet is. No rings, no trinkets, no belt, no hands, no shirt, no tabard, no shoulders, no neck, no head. Basically not naked. Pants, shirt, boots, bracers, back. My brothers and I were hunting in the woods of the east while we were ambushed by a strange insect-like beast. Such aberrations have never been seen in Azuremyst. Could they be a sign of the coming apocalypse, the apocalypse that you are destined to prevent? If you truly are the promised one, you will strike the creatures of the apocalypse down and bring me their hides. From their hides I can fashion armor of great power. Find them to the east, beyond the road. These are dark days, promised one. Even the Murlocs are kicking our tails. Literally. Unfortunately, more than just my ego has been bruised. While our relationship with the Siltfin Murlocs had always been tenuous, never could we have imagined that they would have the gall to attack us and steal from our food stores, travel west to the stilting shores, and recover our stolen foodstuffs. And if you see a dark-skinned Murloc with a patch of white fur stuck in between his webbed toes... For centuries we lived in relative peace with the creatures of the land. Several months ago, couriers began to see dark omens. The peace that we enjoyed for so long was to be lost. The extent of the catastrophe could not be known. So it would be that the gods would shatter our land, turning friend and foe against us. But there was something else. Amidst the chaos, a hero would rise. A hero not of Stillpine blood. The promised one would deliver us from devastation. The prophesized hero was you. Hostile root thingies. That you belong to, and I just don't belong. menagerie regularly. We run our bad. There's somebody else here. I didn't see him. Bob. That problem. Heaven on earth, it's all for you. Oh jeez, he's in his head hold. That's like you. Oh, trapped in anything I ever knew about you. Where are these Murlocs? I see a Murloc hut. Give her the piece of fur that Gurf had lost in his struggle with the Murlocs. Turn the fur to Gurf and let him know that the fearsome Murgurgula has been slain. Murgurgula. Graveyard. Gurf's duty. Is that what I think it is? Gurf spits on the clump of fur and tries to affix it to the hairless patch on his backside. That's what we'll have to do for now. Hopefully, one of the shaman will be able to repair the damage. A Murloc kicked me in the behind and spit on me in broad daylight. Delicious grain. Parkit will be delighted. They are ugly little creatures. Even the blind watcher could see them, and he's blind. Not only is the prophecy true, this armor is also amazing. Surely it is fit for a champion, and I will sell it to you at discounted prices, furless one. I jest, the first piece is complimentary. There it is. You don't have goods. You have goods. You don't have goods. You have goods. Let's sell some crap. Picked up too much crap. Bags are full of too much crap. As High Chief, my immediate concern is the root of corruption in Stillpine Hold. Why did the Wildkin, once our allies, attack us? Why have they taken residence in Stillpine Hold? Perhaps some insight will hold the answer. Search Stillpine Hold for clues as the source of corruption. I am Stillpine the Younger, heir to the Stillpine legacy. As you can see, my defenders have set up a death trap for the ravaged Wildkin that attacked from inside Stillpine Hold. While we were able to hold them off out here, none of my defenders have been able to infiltrate the hold. If you can get inside and slay their leader, it might have us an opportunity to strike. Find Chief Umuru and destroy him. Slay any crazed Wildkin that you encounter inside as well. After the crystal storm had subsided, a beast of myth appeared in our village, brought here by the invading Wildkin. This beast, the Kirkin, laid waste to our village. Many Stillpine were slain in the defense of our lands by this fiend, and many have since lost their lives attempting to subdue the beast. In my visions I have seen one defeat the Kirkin. That one must be you. You are my only hope. Enter his Stillpine Hold and slay the Kirkin. Bring me his hide as proof of deed. The Kirkin. So the Kirkin is lurking. Oh, he's like right at the front. Right there. Is that, oh, that's right over there. I like how that shit right over there. Chief Umaru. The blood crystal radiates a sickly aura that seeps into the water of the cave. On the surface, the crystal appears to be a piece of the Exodar. Something has gone terribly wrong with this crystal, however, as it is blood red and rapidly dissolving in the water supply of the cave. This may explain the unusually aggressive behavior of the creatures in Azuremyst. Return to High Chief Stillpine with this information. Where are the Owlkin? I want to have to fight Chieftain Umaru again. Miss. Fight the big guy again. There's like no other Owlkin in here. Except for the ones that are next to him, and I'm going to have to fight him in order to get to the ones that are next to him. I'm sure, so I get lucky. I slipped past him. Marked him. The blood crystals you saw. My scouts have seen many to the north. I thank you for the aid, and now ask that you leave me to confer with the elders. I will call for you once I have spoken with the elders of the village. This may very well be the opportunity that we needed. I will send an attack at once. The Stillpine, thank you for your service. Stillpine Raiders, the time has strike is at hand. Charge. The Cruz grunts at you. The Promised One has emerged victorious. The prophecy is nearly complete. Now about the hide. Take the Kirkin's hide to Mordu on the other side of the village. He will fashion the hide into an item of your choice. Hand of Reckoning. I'm never going to use that. Ever. Hello, hero. The strongest armor I've ever made. Make good use of it. He gave me nothing. He gave me money. Apparently there were no options for the Kirkin's hide and the paladin. The hold is saved, and soon my people will make their way back into the ancestral home. The prophecy has come to pass, and a new age of prosperity begins for the Stillpine. But I fear the darkness looms ahead for your own people. There are questions left unanswered, visions of prophecy unseen. Return to your leaders and tell them what you have seen. And Promised One, should you ever require the aid of the Stillpine, you have merely to ask. Stone City. I'm not sure what that's for. I'm gonna have to Google that later. So there's 2.5, well, 3.5 settlements on Azuremyst. You have the exit arm. As your watch, Stillpine hold, and then it ceases landing. I would call the half. Because it's not an intentional setup, it's like a camp. Whereas this, they've actually like cherry-rigged the pods into buildings. You know, the exit is actually a fully functioning city. And Stillpine hold is the verbal. Eric. Fort. Like.
The Legion's end draws in.
Visions, you say, interesting, and this prophecy has come to pass. And you say that they saw the power core of the Exeter, and Oros was also in the vision. What can it mean? You have survived the wilds of our new home and shown yourself a cut above the others. I believe it has come of age to assist those battling on the front lines at Bloodmist. The hand of Argus could use Dranei like you. Report to Toralius, the pack handler. You will find him outside the Exeter attending to Alec. Give him these orders so that he may direct you towards your new duties on Bloodmist.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Seal. The exit.
Kai Christo.
Trallius adjusts his eye patch to look at you. This is the best we can offer the hand of Argus? Trallius sighs. Alright, let's have a look at those orders. We're gonna go to Bloodmist.
Do not lose faith.
That will be next week, though. We're done for this week. Looks like I'm gonna run to the bank, drop this recipe off, sell some stuff, rethink my life. Aw, it's cute. You know, let's pause more. I'm not even where the bank is here. I feel like I have something, don't I? No, I guess not. It's the bank. Oh.
Kronakai Christor. Seek the path.
May I be of service? Safety.
If we're standing next to that guy, are we still in the testing zone? That's basically what I want to know. Google what this does. It's small or something. Alright, sweet. So